Hello everyone, welcome back. During the last episode, we left off with implantation of the blastula into the endometrium of the uterus. The next developmental stage that occurs is called gastrulation. And gastrulation is a really important process that produces the three germ layers of the embryo. The first germ layer is the endoderm, which is the inner layer. The second germ layer is the mesoderm, which is the middle layer. The third germ layer is the ectoderm, which is the outer layer. Now, how does the formation of the three germ layers occurs? It occurs when the cells in the blastula rearrange themselves to form the three germ layers of the embryo, and this specifically occurs through a process known as invagination. The MCAT test makers want you to have a really good knowledge of what the three germ layers give rise to in later development, so we will discuss this in depth. Let's first discuss the endoderm, which again is the innermost layer of the embryo. It mainly forms the linings of your internal organs. Specifically, it forms the epithelial lining of your digestive tract. It also forms the lining of the respiratory tract. Additionally, it helps form some of your organs, including the stomach, colon, pancreas, liver, thyroid, bladder, lungs, and urinary tract. Now let's discuss the mesoderm. The mesoderm is the middle layer, and it develops into a wide variety of tissues. It forms your muscle, bones, and other connective tissues in your body. It also gives rise to your circulatory system and parts of your excretory system. It also helps form the gonads and parts of the kidney. Another structure it develops into is called the notochord, a structure that we will discuss in the episode about neurulation. Last, we will discuss the ectoderm, which is the outer layer. The ectoderm develops into the nervous system, including the brain, spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system. The ectoderm also gives rise to the epidermis, which is the outer layer of skin that covers your entire body. It also develops into structures such as the hair and nails. Now, there are a lot of different types of tissues to memorize and structures to memorize for each of these germ layers, so what I recommend doing is just making a flashcard for each of these germ layers to help quiz yourself on all of the tissues and structures that they develop into. This is the end of the content for gastrulation, but now let's do a couple of practice questions. Number 1, where is the embryo located during the process of gastrulation? The embryo is located in the endometrium of the uterus during gastrulation, and that is because after blastulation occurs, the embryo implants into the endometrium of the uterus, where further developmental processes such as gastrulation will occur. Number 2, from what primary embryological germ layer is bone derived from? Like I mentioned before, bone is derived from the mesoderm, which is the middle germ layer. That's it for this episode. We will continue our discussion on embryonic development during the next episode, where we will discuss a complex process called neurulation.